There you go. Good morning. This is Thanksgiving. To my folks out there, I think it's Happy Indigenous Day. I have some Native American in my blood. I'm just not sure which specifically, but I do know I have some Native heritage. So yeah, this is a day to be thankful, regardless of the. This is definitely the time where family members that you mess and don't mess with hit you up. But regardless of the history behind this holiday in America, of course, let's look at the principle behind the spirit of gratitude and being thankful. Just from the bottom of my lips are dry. Now, I'll give you a little filler into my life. Recently, over time, I made an investment and sat on my hands for a few years. Fell through. With the individual that I'm not sure I can really trust so much anymore. But throughout that process, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot in terms of finances. I learned a lot about money, value, time, self-respect, self-love. So I'm thankful for those experiences that made me better, that turned me into a stronger individual, that built a better reserve within me. I also had to cut some friends off because in that same process I learned who was around for what reason, and I learned who was just around in general. It definitely helped me to prioritize who brings value to my life, who I bring value to, who's here for the long run, and who isn't. So I'm grateful for that experience because it helped me to weed out the unnecessary weeds in my garden. Let's bring it to another checkpoint. Promise I'm not my turn now. Nasal drip. That time of year sucks. I got laid off my job, working full time. That was helping me pay off debt that I got into from that investment. Taught me a lot about America. Job security is a myth. I pray to God this is capturing all of my voice right now. I think it is. It's a pretty decent mic. It's the volume is spiking, so it should be good. But yes, job security in America ain't what we thought it to be. So it made me realize I can't be a half-ass entrepreneur. I have to be either full or not, because it takes time and investment. It takes hunger and pain. It tries the true, or it takes the tried and true. You get what I'm saying? I quickly learned, alright, if I'm going to do whatever I'm doing, if I'm going to pursue what I'm doing, I need to do it now. And I need to do full steam ahead, on gas, no brakes. I have parents at home that love and support me throughout my endeavors. Obviously, as long as I'm taking healthy strides toward it, I have that support there, I have that backing. But people don't look at the not so pretty side of entrepreneurship, which is what I'm going through right now. It's the pain of anxiety, suffering through that, not knowing. It's seeing the big picture even though their frame is so tiny. It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when you're so far from it. It builds up patience. Ain't no delay. Ain't no instant gratification. This is all pure delayed gratification right here. But it's built up. It feels better. It's earned. It builds a stronger individual. It fortifies the skin, fortifies the mind. You build mental toughness of life. You learn what is a true priority, what really matters. You learn how to set definite boundaries. You build a very very strict mindset, and you force yourself to either do or don't do things. And there are hard decisions you have to make, but necessary ones that you have to choose. And that's entrepreneurship. It's not always cute. Sometimes it's ugly before it gets pretty. And it really tests you, no matter what stage you're at. It truly does. Test you all up here, man. I'm telling you, brother, it's not easy. I'm telling you, sister, it's not easy. If you want to be an entrepreneur, be prepared to go through some low, tough times. Be prepared for people to show their true colors, whether they're really there for you or not. Be prepared to see the trueness, the truth behind people, humans. You will see human kindness. You will see human cruelty. You will see the brunt of it. Full on. Now let's bring it further, more specific to me. As a man, as a black man in this world, the only value you have is what you make. Only what you make. You're not always born with you're not born with a great body. You're not born with charisma. You're not born with confidence. You have to build that shit. Life makes you who you are. No, life doesn't make you who you are. Your decisions make you who you are. But your life circumstances most definitely have a profound impact on molding and developing you. Your environment, most definitely. It's just the whole bit of sociology versus psychology. One's environment versus one's mind. What one chooses versus what one is exposed to. Different elements. Get what I'm saying? For all you psychology people. But nah. As a man, there is no way out. You're going through it or you're not. So, here's to entrepreneurs. Keep grinding, keep striving, keep pushing. And push yourself because anybody else can do it. Prove them wrong. Because you know you can't. It's going to suck in the moment. It's going to suck in the moment. It's going to suck in the moment. But prove it to yourself that you can. And that is my Thanksgiving speech. I learned a lot about myself in this past year. I'm no longer tolerating bullshit from people, and I'm no longer tolerating bullshit relationships and connections. There's something of benefit between the two of us, or there ain't gonna be no two of us. If you don't bring something to the table, and neither do I, the fuck we doing with each other? What are we doing? Really? I'm no longer dealing with friends who just want to waste time. Because I'd be wasting my time, and I ain't got time to waste. Self-love and self-worth, self-respect, boundaries, knowing what to tolerate, speaking positive toward myself, affirmations, not beating myself up, setting goals, self-care. I'm working on it. I'm definitely making major improvements. It all starts in here, then it gets to here, then it gets to here. Thoughts to manifestation, physical actions. Execution. I'm working on executing more. I'm no longer overthinking. I am executing more. For instance, this video is going to go up. I'll look at editing a little bit just to make sure it's a lot more smoother. I'm not going to edit crazy. If anything, I'll edit me getting up to get my phone and sitting back down. Just that way the video isn't unnecessarily longer than it needs to be. It's more fluid. But yeah, That's what I'm thankful for. Every life challenge that I've gone through up until now, and that I'm going through right now, is teaching me. It's molding me into a better person. And I'm grateful for it. Because it's setting me up for greatness. The true greatness that I know I can walk in. Except to walk in it. And it's scary to walk in. Because it's not easy. But life ain't easy. And things worth having aren't always easy to get. That's why you gotta work for it. That's what I've learned. Yeah. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. As far as relationships go, I'm no longer going to try to fit myself in someone's life. They either make room for me, and I have reason to be in it, or I don't. And there is no. I don't have time to be paranoid and speculate if someone's talking shit behind my back or someone is truly for me or not. I don't anymore. That used to be me. That was the old me. Now I can confidently and firmly say, those who knew me knew who I was, not knew who I used to be, not who I currently am, because I've grown a lot within the last half of the year. And it blows my mind how much I've grown. But unless you're 100% for me, if I'm the type to send a, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Just randomly, off the strength of I got love for you. If you ain't doing that shit back, fuck out of here. I'm good. I need prosperous and reciprocal relationships only. If it's one-sided, then it's parasitic. If it's not mutual, it's not for me. If it's not beneficial, it's not for me. That's the hard cutoff that I'm making. If I try 2 times or something, but if it's text, call, initiative, pursuit, 2 times, after that, fucking done. I ain't got time for otherwise. It's a waste of energy. It's a misuse of energy. And it's a clear lack of respect on the other end. All it takes is a simple text. If you care enough, you'll send it. If not, I get the message. Just know that if I do it twice, I ain't doing it again. It's really that simple. What I've learned so far, if people don't see the value, build your value. Make them see it. Make it undeniable. Make it stir in their gut. Then they have no choice but to face it. And then that's where the learning lesson comes in. Don't let your ego blow out of proportion for the sake of... Don't let your ego blow out of proportion and ruin a relationship. Don't get me wrong. I dealt with people for where I was. And I have to give them the benefit of the doubt that where I was where I was. So they knew me for how I was then. But it still doesn't take away accountability on their end for how they treat you as an individual. Whether they allow you to grow or not. That's where we are. That's where we are. That's where we are. I have made great strides in my progress of healing, and I'm proud of myself for that, because for those of us who've been through egregious traumas of any degree on the spectrum, it ain't easy, man, to get healing, dog. It ain't easy. I know that for sure. Know that for sure. And it's a continuous effort. Especially if it's childhood trauma. You gotta put shit. You gotta put the work in every day just to maintain your progress. It's tiring, truly tiring. But that clarity of mind, boy, that clarity of mind is so worth it. It's undeniably worth it. I can't describe how worth it is. All I can say, from my personal experience, it's so worth it. Just do it. Put the steps in, put the work in. Love yourself, respect yourself. Do it. You'll thank yourself later for it. Thank yourself now for it, matter of fact. Trust me. I never asked for the shit that I've gone through. I hope this is capturing it. I see that's my paranoia. I never asked for this shit, but I'm dealing with the cards I was dealt. And I'm gonna make for damn sure that the shit I've been through is only polar opposite to the shit that I have yet to go through. My greatest moments. The lows will be as polar opposite to the highs. I can't wait for my time to shine. It's gonna come. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time, baby. It's just a matter of time. But that concludes my video. This is probably gonna be the first and the best video I've done in so long, especially since I have a great quality sounding mic for it now, and a beautiful ass camera that I figured out how to use and figured out how to get the video off of it. Oh, man, it's a lot of learning experiences, but I finally got it down. Now I just gotta buy some more batteries, buy a case for this. Gonna invest in some equipment. But yeah, after this, I'm gonna get to learning on this. I have a tutorial video that I found on YouTube as well. Good old YouTube University. I'm gonna really get into breaking into this, learning it, because I've had it. This is close to a rack. Fuck you. You kidding me? Fuck you talking about? It's money. I'm gonna use this shit. Just like every beat that I buy, I'm gonna turn that motherfucker to a hit. I'm gonna work that bitch until it is golden, crisp. Kidding me? You can't afford to just throw money away. That's the beauty of entrepreneurship. You learn the value of money. You know how to stretch that shit. You know how to be efficient with that shit. I'm about to make an okay song. If I purchased it, hell no, I'm gonna make that bitch fire. Fuck you talking about? And if you ain't approaching it like that, then you doing it fucking wrong. If you ain't trying to put your absolute best self on that beat, the fuck you doing on the beat? Huh? Anyway, that's a rant for another day. This concludes my video before I get into other tangents that are completely straight from the point of this video right here. But yeah, folks, that's me. That's King Xavier. I've learned my brand is going to be transparency and vulnerability, and that's ultimately what's going to separate me from the pack. Especially because of my life circumstances and experience. So I'm going to be very raw, very open. Prepare for that ahead of time. Trigger warnings. Yeah. This concludes the video. Feel good. Peace and love to you and yours.